pretty light. So I think, open it all the way up, right?
Yeah. This one is different from mine. It's a different color.
It is, eh?
Yeah. This looks like a newer version.
Oh,
Baby!
what a difference. Wow. Just like that, it's up. Wow.
Everything feels different in minus 30, minus 40.
Yeah. Wow. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, this is slightly different from mine. There's a few different features on it. I don't have the reflectives.
You don't, eh?
No.
Wow, that's nice. Perfect. Perfect for, I know it's a UP2, but it's like perfect for, I mean, it's perfect. And I can stand in it. Dave's gonna take out the umbrella pole. I like to call it the umbrella pole.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dave's gonna take that out. And he's gonna put in this little mini umbrella pole. And it's just gonna hold everything nice and tight.
There you go.
Yeah, and it's pretty bright in here for...
It is quite bright.
Yeah, because I know in the wintertime a lot of people were saying, oh, your tent's too dark.
Mm-hmm.
But...
Yeah, they were pretty keen when they put the double wall in, of course, to make this
to make it white,
yeah.
Really nice.
Illuminates the inside.
Really nice. I'm really impressed. All kinds of new little features. And you guys can see there's a ton of pouches. 3, 6, Velcro for other pouches. And you got 9 there, 12, 15 pouches just around the side of the tent. This silver material here is, it's like a fireproof material. So if you have your wood stove set up, which I'm not going to do because it's so warm today, but if you do, it protects the back of your tent, and then you've got your jack there, your opening. And Dave just zippering it closed. So I could take this floor out if I want and just have it on the rock, but I think I'll keep the ants out. Double walled, and I actually think that's going to provide like a bit of a cooling.
I think so.
In the tent. Warm in the winter and cool in the summer. So anyway, this is where I am. This is where I am for the weekend. It's amazing out here. Dave's Island, and we came in that boat, and so for those of you that watch up north of 60, Dave's camp is in there normally in the winter time, but we decided to camp here.
So we're on the south side of the island here now. It's a beautiful exposure over here in the summertime. Nice little sandy beach. It's really easy to dock the boat. And a lot of dry wood around here, a lot of dead wood.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a nice bonfire tonight.
Now there is no doubt I love my UP5. That's the tent I used all winter long as a base camp, you could say. I stayed a couple of nights there and shot videos there. This is the UP2, so it's a smaller tent, but for this situation, it's perfect. You saw how fast I set it up. It was nothing, no effort at all, and this thing popped out. So I'm really happy with it. It's double walled, which is fantastic, just like the bigger tents. It really is a lovely tent, and I'm so glad that this is what I'm gonna be using here tonight, out on this island. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. It's got your outside layer, the door for the outside layer. You got a screen door in the middle, and then you've got the inside layer. So you can see there's 3 layers to this, and then if I put the folding door or the swinging door, then you've got 4 doors to work with. Now this tent comes ready to go. If you are situated on sand or on grass, anything that's not rock and that's soft, it comes with really nice stakes. Look at these, it's like rebar. It's like they bent rebar, and those are heavy duty spikes. Maybe they could go through the rock, who knows? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take small rocks, like small boulders, and I'm just going to tie the base of the tent to some boulders, because obviously these aren't going to go through this rock, this Canadian shield. And then that's how I'm going to make sure this tent's not going to blow away, because there is a bit of wind tonight. So yeah, the quality of these stakes is unlike what you're going to find with most tents. I've had some North Face tents and other brands, and the stakes that come with them are not of this quality. They aren't. This is solid stuff right here. There's like 50 of them. So you're not going to run out of stakes. There's so many stakes, it's crazy. I mean, there's so many tie down points on the tent, like there's probably 15 to 20, maybe even more. So they've got a stake for each one. They make sure you're ready and you're prepared when you're hooking these things up. It's an old fire pit here. I think I just need a few of these. Should be good. So out in Nunavut, they would tie rocks to they'd have rocks surrounding their tent, and then they would tie it down from up high, from the roof, from the eave, and then they would have just one ridge pole and 2 poles on the end. It's hard to describe, but it's like there's 2 poles here, 1 ridge pole, and then everything is just tied down tight with rocks, and it works really well. Their tents stay up for a long period of time. So while I'm not in that situation, I am relying on rocks to make sure that my tent doesn't fly away. It will stay in place. Now the thing is too, when you're using a rock, you don't really need like the slider for your guy ropes. You just pull the rock out to tighten things. Move it in to loosen it. Move the rock out to tighten it. But this rock might not be big enough for me. I'm gonna get a bigger rock. All of these tie down points are great. I just do simple little knots. Oh, I might regret that one. Actually, no, this should be fine. That'll hold. Okay, so I got one of the cots, one of the bear tent cots, and they're really good. I had one set up at my camp all winter long, and it did a really wonderful job. Now the thing I like about these cots, I've had all kinds of different cots, like a ton of different cots in my life, and these cots have a cool way of setting up, and it's easy to open them. So sometimes you get cots and you have to put bars at the end, right? You need bars at the end to make sure everything's nice and taut. But some cots, it's really hard to do it with. The thing I like about this cot setup, so you can see there's a hole here and a hole here, right? But right here there's a space, and right here there isn't a space. And that space is for you to get a nice good grip and pull tight, because if there's no space, it's really hard to get this on. So what I'm going to do, slide it through this opening here on the actual cot material. There we go. You see? Grip onto it. Now, this side, pretty easy, right? That's very easy. When I do it on the other side, you'll see the real reason why you need this, because you're pulling this material really, really tight. Nice and easy. And this is when it gets a little bit tighter, right? So I'm now in the hole, and I'm able to just grip this. Bang. See how easy that was? They think of everything. They really do. So Dave and I are just getting ready to have fire. We're gonna cook some hamburgers. He's out just gathering some tinder, and we're just gonna get this thing going. I'm just gonna let him do the whole fire starting. And this stuff is amazing. It's just the driest wood. It's gonna go up so fast. The resources around here are just wonderful. So yeah, he's getting everything ready. We'll have a fire, some meat. What do you got?
Some dry grass, good old birch.
Yep.
This stuff is so dry. Look at this. Wow. If you want to make a bird's nest for a bow and drill fire, this is the perfect material here for it.
Have you ever made one?
I have, yeah.
Success?
Yeah, I've actually been pretty successful. Not all the time, of course, but
Yeah.
I've had a few good goes.
It's something I definitely need to learn. How are you gonna light it?
Just going to use, well, I have a couple of different methods, but I always like to use the fire steel.
Yeah.
It's always fun to use.
For sure. How many strikes?
I'm going to guess under 4. Oh, that was right at 4.
Oh, it wants to. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Right at
You
4.
got it. And I wasn't sparking hard either, right? You could barely hear it.
Yeah. There we go. This stuff is so dry. I think we have a fire, Jay.
Yeah, I think she's gonna stay lit. For sure. Oh yeah, listen to that. That's gonna burn actually, maybe. Oh,
I need to find that garbage bag.
oh, he's got to probably come over this side.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
A little bit.
Moving over.
Be juicy.
No, he's not ready
He's
yet.
not ready. Yeah. That's a good idea.
Okay, well, cheers, Dave. Cheers, man.
Try this burger. Oh, yeah, you're done. Don't have to worry about the burger being done.
Nice.
Oh, barbecue sauce.
Yes.
It's like 7:30 a.m. now, and I heard the boat banging and the waves were just crashing. I could really hear the sound of the lake. It was loud. So I looked out and the boat had moved a bit, not a considerable amount, but we got like it seems like there's a bit of a system that's coming in by surprise. And so now it's a matter of how do we leave the island. So it's a decent sized boat. Like I think it's a 16, is it 16 feet?
Yeah, 16 foot.
So it's a 16-foot Lund, and it's perfect for, you know, smaller trips out on the lake. And but man, I don't think we didn't expect this, eh?
No, definitely not.
No.
The problem with this area is that it's so shallow. It's only like 5-6 feet deep for most of it.
Yeah.
So you had to be able to navigate the rocks. And this bay specifically, there's quite a few large rocks there. Now the water level's high because we just had a spring melt. There's still a lot of ice on the lake, which will probably be our saving grace once we try to pull out of here. But if this was a bit later in the summer, I don't think we'd be able to even attempt to move the boat off the rock here.
So Dave and I are just gonna start tearing everything down, and then we're gonna put everything in this tent, and he'll come later this week. Everything will be in the tent ready for him to just grab, throw into his boat. He'll take down the tent, which comes down almost as fast as it goes up, and you saw how fast the tent went up. So he'll come back later this week, leaving the tent here, and I feel really good about it. Shouldn't be a problem whatsoever. It's really camouflaged in here too. Like the tent hides perfectly. Even when we were over on, you know, a rock just down the way, looking back, you could see that you'd have to really be looking for this tent in order to see it out here. So, and I don't think people are traveling around here that often. Put it to the test. I love this tent. I love it. I felt so good in this tent. Like, look, it's not even budging. And I've barely got it tied down. But we will secure it even better before we go, because we're just going to leave a bunch of stuff in this tent. I feel good that this tent can handle whatever the weather's going to throw at it for the next couple of days, until Dave can come back and get everything. So yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Just leaving it here. I mean, my other one, the bigger tent that I had up this winter, the UP5, that one was up for months in the worst weather conditions you can think of when it comes to brutal cold and strong winter winds. And that tent was just like a champion out in the elements. So, and this is how it's staying for the next few days. There's Dave. We ready or what, Dave?
I think so.
We're gonna experiment, eh?
Yeah, we'll give it a go.
And we're gonna use that to push us out. It's gonna be romantic.
You're gonna sing to me as we
Yeah, I'll sing, yeah. Right on. There we go. Oh, yeah. You tell me when you're comfortable with me getting in. Yeah, that's gonna work.
You can probably, yeah, you can probably jump in here now.
Okay. Here, I'll push us out. I can get us. I can push us pretty good.
Keep pushing.
Yeah. Woo! Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, you can get the nose end of it out.
Yeah. You might have her. Come on, baby. Oh, pull her up. I got to be in the back pushing. Can you lift her up? Whoo! That was an adrenaline rush, man. All right, guys, that's it. Smooth sailing right now. The pole worked, our strategy worked, and it was a bit hairy there, as you saw, for a bit of it, but we managed to get out here and we're on our way home, and so that's all that matters. I feel pretty safe now that I'm out here on the water. This boat's doing a great job. So anyways, Dave, thanks for bringing me to your camp, man.
No sweat, man. Anytime, okay?
Yep, right on. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit like. And if you haven't subscribed and you've been thinking about it and holding off, maybe hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. And yeah, I'll be back really soon.